Trying to find a husband at Home Depot. Just getting price a worker.
Why do men nowadays stare and act interested but never approach you?
Men today had enough of the games.
Home Depot. I'm just trying to find my husband.
Hi, do you know where I can find the husband aisle?
Since they've given up on women.
Guys are scared to talk to girls now. Even if they see someone, they might not want to approach you.
They've been forced to go out there.
Y'all come with me as I find my husband in Sikkim.
To find a husband for themselves.
Unexpected place.
Ladies, no joke, Home Depot is where you go if you want to meet a man.
I say to all you men, us women, we tired of getting disrespected.
That's right. So I sound fat.
Why do men nowadays stare and act interested but never approach you? Men and women on Twitter share the reason why men don't like approaching women. The same women asking these questions are the same ones saying they don't want to be approached and filming men trying to embarrass them for even saying hello. Why the hell would they keep approaching y'all? I do remember women saying en masse that they wanted to be left alone and not approached. Because if he does, y'all gonna call him weird, stalker, thirsty, or some other name. It's safer to just look and keep it moving or just let her say something first. All my life I've been hearing how women want to be left alone in public, so I be cool for real. I just mind my business and go to my destination and complete my objective. I think social media raised a lot of these dudes, so they rather get rejected in the DM versus in person. Lol. I'm pushing up on you if I like what I see. Shrug. The worst that can happen is she tell you she not interested or got a man. YOLO. Y'all keep calling them predatory for basic communication. 1, we seeing how many others you curve. B, we don't know if you're also interested, and we're not mind readers. And 3rd, we're tired of always having to make the first move.
Unless you meet a woman organically in a totally unassuming way. The chat is playful. Oh wait, I'm talking about dating in the 80s. Sorry, my bad. I watched a video of a man at a mall calling a girl's smile beautiful. And she and her friend she was with called him weird and walked off because modern feminism has raised a group of women that see men as nothing but oppressors, and they treat men as such. Women do the same. Some women are just scared of how independent a man is that has his own shit together. More on this clip later. But as you can see, these are all pretty much the reasons why men don't approach these women anymore. It becomes exhausting at a point. It's proof enough they had to go on Twitter to let their voices be heard. A man can't even give a woman a compliment today without being called a creep.
Trying to find a husband at Home Depot. Just getting price a worker makeup. I'm not sure how to do it Chinese though.
Wow, how amazing is this? Walking around filming men shopping. Let's look at another one. Well, that guy didn't seem like he liked being filmed. Drop a like if you think this is creepy behavior. But imagine having a man walking around recording women in clothing stores. That story wouldn't end up very well for him.
Who is younger than me is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes. Last week, I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me. And this year, I have had chlamydia twice. So far. Happy wedding.
Basically saying she's made many bad decisions for short-term happiness and upset that others don't share her mistakes down misery. It all sounds like she made bad choices. All these things don't just pop up randomly to make you broke. Comparison is the killer of happiness. No need to compare ourselves to the image of perfection that we perceive of others. My younger cousin is getting married, and I can't understand how my bad choices have caused the issues I'm incurring. Some things are really better kept private. But this woman is basically telling you she's irresponsible with her finance. She's not wifey material. She likes to mess around with her exes, and as a result of her poor choices, she received an infection as her reward. Congrats.
That's supposed to say send the updates on Home Depot. Okay, so I feel like I just went to the wrong Home Depot. Like, everyone in there was 40 plus. And, you know, that's not really the age range that we're looking for. So, yeah, I guess that means that I need to hit up the business that I've been standing on for the last 4 days. You know what I mean? Just kidding, not really.
That's enough! Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I've got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show,
which didn't last long because she died.
I just have one thing to say about this. Take care of yourselves, guys. Health is wealth.
I'm getting sick and tired of you pranking me about this booger in my nose. I hate this type of joke. That's an American thing. That is not a Trinidad thing, and that is not my type of humor.
I don't know where you come from, but the environment I come from, we keep our hands to ourselves.
So I can't do this?
So what I'm gonna tell you is, stop. You're gonna try to get a wreck? Keep your hands to yourself and watch your tongue. Because I can literally pull over right now and you'll be taking an Uber for the rest of the ride home.
You're not gonna do that to me.
Hey.
No, I'm gonna give you a serious hit.
Yeah. About to get off right here.
No, I'm not getting off.
Yeah.
Bilal, you have to be a madman to stop at the side of the road like this.
Yeah, this is the highway.
Just because I give you a little tap.
Yeah. You thought I was joking.
Do not put up with the disrespect, guys. Sometimes you have to put your foot down. Honestly, for me, this is a deal breaker. Learn to keep your hands to yourself. I don't know why women think it's okay to just put their hands on people when they feel like it. The crazy thing is, he told her multiple times, and she still didn't listen.
Men can walk around the streets without a shirt on. I think women should have every right to do so. There's honestly no difference. It is just a set of nipples.
We 100% stand behind you in your decision.
You mentioned men should be gentlemen. Where are the ladies?
We're right here.
You just said you're an escort. I mean, like, you're not a lady.
Excuse me?
Who do you think should pay on the first date?
I think it should be men. I would say men for the first date.
A lot of you said you were feminists, right? You believe in equality. But it's interesting when it comes to paying for the first date, you want the guy to pay. How do you reconcile being in favor of equality but also holding men to their traditional gender roles?
I mean,
The silence was really loud. These women are only feminist when it benefits them, and men really should stop paying for dates unless they truly like that woman and want to build with her. But truthfully speaking, a date is where you get to know somebody, not where you blow a ton of money. A date at the park is all you need, really.
The reason why men are no longer approaching women has nothing to do with him not being attracted to you. Trust me, he's attracted, and he's not even that worried about rejection. Because even though that hurts, he can move on from it pretty quickly. The real problem is when he forms a connection with a woman that seems to be interested. So what does he do? He's excited for the potential. He's pouring his effort in. He feels desired. He's spending a lot of time talking to her, and he's even starting to become vulnerable. But what happens after a few weeks of all the emotional effort, the months of dates, or even the years of commitment, is that she decides to end the connection. Oftentimes, out of nowhere, the man literally has no idea what made her change her mind. And whether it's because she felt like he wasn't even good enough to try with, or if it was because she found someone better, it all hurts the same. That man simply feels played. And this honestly happens from dating on to long-term relationships, including marriage. So you tell me, why would he do that again?
Do not ever take an ex back. They've left you for a reason. especially if they leave you without any good reason. They were never really committed to you, but committed to what you had. Always protect yourself and your peace. Once you lose both of these things, it will be really hard to get them back. Now here's the rest of the clip from earlier.
Body language and eye contact won't tell it all, lol. If she ain't looking at me a certain way or doesn't look open, I'm not wasting my time over there. Honestly, from what I've noticed and from what I've been told, men said they're not approaching because they don't want to be labeled thirsty, stalker, harasser. Others said they assume she already has someone. Others said they just don't like rejection. Because the majority of the time when a guy's interested, a woman will act like he's bothering her or not her type. Because they're not allowed to approach women. Too many rude and abrasive women nowadays. You can come respectful and like a gentleman, and some of the things that come out of some of these women's mouths will scare you off. Because women aren't always approachable. Thanks to all the thirsty heathen, it makes it hard for real interested ones to come forward because you don't want the women to feel harassed or bothered. I like how there's a little bit of accountability in that one. All it takes is a sprinkle. It doesn't have to be you specifically who engages in the behavior for you to recognize it. See, ain't this a...
Personally, I still believe in having a real-life interaction. Yes, it can be risky, but it's risky for everybody. All it takes is a screenshot and a post, and you're labeled as a creep. Then again, I think women should be going after men. The playing field is not leveled.
Find a husband at Home Depot, TikTok said.
Hi, do you know where I can find the husband aisle?
Actually, we're all out right now, man.
Oh, you are? Dang it. Do you know when your next shipment is?
Possibly next week.
Got it. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Well, no husbands today. Till next time.
You need help.
Women are honestly, just because we have that independence now, and like now we know like we don't have to depend on a man to get the things that we need or that we want. Now they're just doing what men, used to do or consider do to women, you know, in a sense of like cheating or like, not necessarily cheating, but like just
dating multiple people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
getting
now,
a roster.
Having a team.
Having a team. What guy can I call for food today?
Well, they don't have to depend on a man on a higher level anymore. But they still depend on men. The house they sleep in, the car they drive. Anything to maintain their lifestyle really is depending on men. But this is exactly why the passport bros movement exists. We have women walking around with that kind of mindset, so men have to look elsewhere. Look at what happened to this passport, sis.
White passport sister caught HIV at a resort in Jamaica.
Are wondering, I did a story time a long time ago, but I think it's time for another one. But back in, I think it was, 2007 now? I went on a girls trip with a few friends to Jamaica. We just went to go have fun, get away, and I ended up having a little bit too much fun. I ended up having a one-night stand with somebody who worked at the resort, and obviously didn't use protection, came home, and ended up getting really, really sick about a week after I got home. I was in and out of the hospital. They had a hard time finding what was going on because HIV doesn't show up in your blood that quick. And so they finally did a spinal tap. They found HIV in my system, and the rest is history, and here I am.
Well, that is why people use protection. Especially doing that with someone else in another country. You've got to protect yourself. And for all the passport brothers out there, you've only got one life to live. Be careful.
Stranger was sitting with a friend. I went up to them and I was like, hey, so sorry to bother you. I think you're really cute. I was wondering if I could get your number. They look at me and they go, oh my gosh, I am so flattered. That means so much. Thank you. But I'm actually straight. And I said, no worries. And I walked away, and I didn't tell them that I am a woman, a trans woman, but I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to. And just because you feel like a woman and you say you're a woman doesn't mean that a straight man is going to suddenly be into dudes.
Yes, I like being ran. Yes, I like gangbangs. I like
being manhandled by several different men at once. If you want to call it being ran, you call whatever the fuck you want. I'm sexually liberated and I'm a goddess and I deserve to have hands all over my body.
Right.
I deserve to be worshipped. Like, why not? I deserve that attention.
Sure. All right, so you
Way too much information. I wonder if she's gonna have that same energy when she gets older. What these women don't realize is that these video live forever on the internet. Her kids might wake up and see it one day. Well, that is, if she somehow miraculously have children. Wonder who that sucker would be.